Hello everyone, welcome to this channel. So this is Amit Devbankar. You might know me or you will know me now. We might have connected through LinkedIn. We used to work together or we are working together. So this is Amit Devbankar, your partner for journey going ahead, or we will work together with this channel. So this channel is Sprint and Trends, where we're gonna discuss about Agile and way more about other things like different trends like AI, futuristic technologies, so many other tools, how they can help Agile and other things related to it. And we're gonna discuss more about thing or all these things going ahead. So the today's topic for discussion or what we're gonna discuss is Agile with AI and how it's gonna help ahead. So let's get started. And if you like this video, do comment so that we know how it's going and how we can improve from here on. So if you are liking this type of videos, do let me know, and what type of videos you want in future. Also let me know, maybe through LinkedIn, maybe through this YouTube, but please be with us and let's start this journey ahead. Sprint and trends for you guys. So hello everyone, let's get started. So this is our topic for today to discuss about Agile with AI, smarter sprints and better outcomes. So let's start. So we all know, right? Agile with the term says adapt with different situations. And so this is a new situation where we have a thing which is coming as a rapid change, and everyone needs to adapt to it, and that is AI, artificial intelligence. So many bots, so many tools, they are coming, and they are coming very fast. We wouldn't have expected that they are coming that fast as they are coming. And with they are coming like this, we have to be act smarter so that our results and us are well in line with that. So let's get started. So the big question, when we have agile, earlier it always used to be people, right? And now it's now with technology as well. The people part is kind of replacing with technology. I'll not say completely, but to an extent, yes. We would have certain things like a digital assistant, maybe a chat GPT, co-pilot, or anything you have in your mind that might help us in running stand-ups, doing some retrospective, or even writing stories, and to an extent even developing those or testing those as well. So with that, how the agile or different framework of it adapts with it, that's what we're going to discuss. And that is, I guess, everyone has a big question, and how we as scrum master or agile coaches are going to in line with it, and how we are going to move it with it is what we're going to discuss today. So that, with keeping this big question in mind, let's move forward. So the common challenges when we work with agile with the current way or with people, we can say that with more people and less of technology, the technologies comes in order to drive certain things rather than help in driving the humans or the minds, a human brain. That is a difference, or that is a shift we are going to have with AI. So common agile challenges, unclear or incomplete user stories, that has always been there. We don't have user stories which are clear, which are kind of incomplete, and there are certain dependencies across. The planning or the sprint planning always goes on a toss. As the stories are not clear, we always do certain guesstimates, and that affects us on a longer term or longer run. Repetitive and retrospectives, we do retrospective without knowing how our actual team members are doing. We just do it for the sake. Lack of innovation, lack of actual understanding of human being, lack of understanding how they are feeling right now. We try to ignore certain things. How this gonna be help, or this will gonna help with us, with for us with AI. Let's see that. And manual reporting, what we do for reporting. People ask us, okay, this is an end of a sprint. Let's create a report, monthly report, weekly report, quarterly report, annually report. There are always a report being asked for you, and you have to be there. Do you want like that type of a culture? No, I don't think so. Agile doesn't ask for reports, but we have to produce certain reports in order to show our teams or our group how they are performing. Rather than giving focus on the value or the product, we do focus on the reports, and to an extent they are required as well in order to gauge how our teams are doing, so that we can tweak certain things or we can change certain things and move ahead. So with that, let's see how we go ahead with the next topic or next slide. Let's go to that. Enter the AI. the game changer. AI is not replacing Agile, it's enhancing it. That's a quote. Let's remember that and let's follow that. What I always believe in Agile, people ask me, what do you think Agile is? I always say happily delivering happiness. So, with this, whether happiness will be there as few jobs will be lost, that's what we think of, right? Yes, jobs will be lost. Let's take an analogy, or let's discuss one anecdote. Like when we used to be very means in younger days, the computer used to was coming up, and there were so many people working with in banks or government offices. They were really hesitant on adopting agile, sorry, adopting computers. And at that time, whether jobs were lost, yes, jobs were lost, but whose jobs got eliminated? Those who were reluctant on adapting to the change. And we as agile practitioner, we always say change is what we have to adapt, change is what is constant. Now this is time to experience it. If we not gonna experience it, this is gonna be a harsh reality that yes, we gonna face the burn, and we have to face it and we have to live with it. If we have to move it ahead with this, we have to adapt it. Like earlier, people have adapted computer and now we are living with it, and it's very easy for us because we were not from that generation and have moved away with it. So if agile is coming, we have to gracefully accept it and we have to see how it's going to help us, and let's bring those practices into the picture and move forward. So how it going to help us in different ceremonies and different events of a scrum, and maybe with different other frameworks. So we are taking example of scrum today, but eventually it's going to help other frameworks as well. So we are talking about scrum in this session. AI in backlog grooming, how it going to help? This is always done by the BAs, the product owners, the team. They used to groom, they used to refine. Then how a tool, how a technology can do that? Yes, it can do that. Let's. Did you try ChatGPT in writing user stories? Just give a prompt, write a user story for login module, and have an acceptance criteria that it should accept, or the story should be accepted when it a successful login happens with so and so validation. It will give you the exact user story with proper acceptance criteria. That's amazing, right? Yes, that's what agile can bring you. It will do a write up for you and you can tweak it, but it always depends on the prompt you want. So now question come back, whether AI is replacing humans? No, it's not replacing. If you can't if you can't write a prompt correctly, then you might get replaced. So this is a prompt world. If you are if your prompt is correct, if your prompt is correct, then the results will be accurate, and so as your future products will be. So with AI, you have to be very perfect with your prompts. So as perfect or as particular your prompts are, so you were your result from the AI tools, whether it's ChatGPT or Copilot or anything else. So you need to be very perfect with your prompts. So you need to learn about that. Maybe we can talk more about how to put certain prompts in future. We can discuss more about that. But let's in accept that with AI, you have to be very good with prompts, so that whatever you are want, what you need from the chat GPT or other tools, it will give you what you exactly want. Let it be Gen AI. If you're creating a VO3 using an AI tool, AI animated video, if your prompt is correct, then only the results will be correct. So let's be very particular about the prompts going forward. So how it helps? It generates user stories. It helps us in refining the acceptance criteria. But with that, as I said, you have to be good with your prompts. It also helps in sprint planning. How? Because the tools which you are using, maybe with Jira or Clickup AI or any other tool, they have your past historical data. With that, they can properly plan your next PI or your next sprint, and with how much capacity you have. If you just feed to that, it will calculate, it will give you the exact number of story points you can plan for that. Maybe if you have certain things in your backlog, or the way you are performing in past previous iteration, based on that it can suggest you more better. So yes, it will help. It also helps in focusing, or in order to fixing, or in order to have your specified sprint goal or a scope. so that your sprints are properly managed and you can move ahead with those in future. So again, the prompts are very important, and how you structure Jira accordingly is very important. No matter which tool is coming, if your historical data is not correct, it's not gonna help you, because it always based on, all the AI is based on the historical data, or the data which it captures from the tools which is it's on top of it is working. If that is wrong, the future or whatever you're planning, or you are doing anything with AI, not going to help you. Even for with development as well, if your source code or the previous source code is not correct, it's not gonna help you in creating good source code results as well. Let's go to the next. AI in stand-ups. Yes, this is cool, right? How AI in stand-ups gonna help? And that too, people always believe Scrum Masters are only for stand-ups. No, just for everyone's clarification, Scrum Masters are not at all required for a stand up as per Scrum, as per Agile, or anyone else. It's a team meeting, they have to connect together. A Scrum Master can facilitate. If the team wants, they can do it on their own, they can do it. Scrum Masters are facilitators, so definitely they are needed in order to get the things done, maybe for initially for a few iteration, and when the team thinks they can get it done. But now with AI, how the Scrum Masters roles will be here. With AI doing the stand-ups, or the bots doing the stand-up, how it's gonna help? See, it's not gonna eliminate any role. There will be the roles, there will be the things, but you have to adapt, as always said. There are tools which does stand-ups. You might not have heard. Clickup AI. It help us in order to automate certain stand-up tasks. It can help us in summarizing the stand-up reports. It can help us in, you might have heard of a co-pilot minutes of meeting. It help us in summarizing your discussions, what you have during your stand-ups or any other meeting. So definitely it's going to help us rather than eliminating anyone's role. But if you're not going to use it, the world is very harsh, my dear friends. AI in retrospective. Oh, this is interesting. I We can think of, okay, planning. Yes, data is there. Uh, Backlog refinement, yes, it can do, it can write stories. Stand-ups, yes, bots can take stand-ups. If we can automate or create certain set of actions with that, yes, it can do that. Retrospective, will that gonna help? Yes, it will help. How? But with that also, you need to have a data. So you can have a mood over time or mood graph or a word graph as well. With that, if you share this data to ChatGPT or any tool, it will give you the correct analysis of your team and give a feedback and how certain things are happening. If you record your retrospective and share with ChatGPT, it will help us in summarizing your or Copilot in summarizing your past retrospective and how your team are moving ahead. It can help us in creating mood graphs. If you have a word graph created, it can give you a sentiment analysis as how actually the team is feeling, how they are moving ahead with you and with your team members collectively. So that is gonna help. So AI is not gonna, it's gonna help us, guys. It's gonna enhance our productivity. It's always, it always being there. Always technical changes is a resistant for everyone, or people don't want to change. That's where the fear comes in. So AI, I always say, is always there. It was kind of there earlier, but now it's full speed, it's coming up, and we as a team have to get adapted, and we are the change agent, so we have to learn first as rather than the others. So let's move ahead. AI in reporting, as I said earlier, people ask us, right, create this report, create that report, create quarterly report, annually report, weekly report, daily report, minute report. Yeah, minutes of eating are there, right? It's not fun. There are so many reports, and we are doing that manually, and that's not helping us, right? It's not helping us at all. Are we doing anything good? Are we doing anything for the team? No. Are we doing actually sitting with them with their issues? Are we actually going in deep about the technology they are using? Are we learning anything from them? No, we are not doing anything. What we are doing, we are just providing the reports, which are ultimately not looked upon by anyone. Yes, that's also a truth. We are sharing the reports, but does anyone look to those? Maybe few of those, but not everyone. So How real-time dashboards can be created? Yes, it can be created. Like ClickUp can create some dashboards, live dashboards. Copilot can create dashboards if can be integrated with Power BI. So yeah, and Jira as well. With AI, it can also help us in creating certain reports. So yes, we can use certain tools in order to generate and automate certain things, and we can have some summaries. We can create different minutes of meeting using Copilot minutes of meeting. We can have summarized discussions. We can have certain other things, so that our focus should shift from summarizing certain things, certain minutes of meeting, or certain reports, to actual going to the root cause and see how we can help there rather than just this mundane task. So yes, AI is gonna be very helpful in reporting as well. So two tools we can use, okay, in order to move ahead with this AI, and how AI with Agile we are saying, and how we can do smarter things. These are the tools, or we can say just primary, these are the tools. So just don't code ChatGPT. There will maybe Copilot, your team may be using, maybe Gemini, your team is using, any AI tool or the LLM models which you are using, they're gonna help you. So, and also their integration with different tools which we are already using, like Jira, Miro, we are already using. But are we using with Agile? Are we using with AI? No. Are we not? We are not using actually. We are just doing the manual work. We are writing the JQLs on our own. We are not using Jira for that. Clickup AI, it helps us in automating certain reports. It helps us in automating stand-ups. Are we using that? No. Maybe the organization also don't. Are we helping or educating the organization to know about that? No, we are not doing that. Miro, we can create different whiteboards using AI. Are we doing that? No, we are not doing that. So yeah, that is the fact. Chat GPT, Copilot help us in writing user stories, acceptance criteria. Are we doing that? No, we are not doing that. So let's see. Let's go tool by tool. I'll not go in deep. Let's discuss how this tool. If you just hit their web page, you will go. You will able to know what this AI they are bringing up with this certain tool. So let's discuss. Let's go with Jira first. So this is Jira, right? You all have seen our old Jira, the friend which we are using, how it's helping with AI. Let's see that. So if you just hit this URL, Atlassian platform artificial intelligence, you will see this web page and see different things. What this page is doing, or what this video is doing. It's asking for a query which AI is writing on its own. We might not be able to write this complex query, or maybe few of us might be able to. But with this, it's always easy because we are just putting a prompt and it's giving the results. So does it helps? Yes, it helps. And one more example. See, it's writing or rewriting or improving Confluence pages, the documents. It helps. It helps us in creating proper verbiage. It helps us in creating the grammatical errors. Also, it helps us in remediating that. Let's see that. This is also, it can help us in doing that. Slack, you can have your teams. Discussions can be also, with the help of AI, can also be very useful. See this? The Charlie is kind of a bot, and how it is helping the person with different access or different things. This is how it's gonna help. This is one of a challenge, right? With access and everything, we run out with different people. If we have a particular bot which can help us, okay, this person can give you the access, or this kind of a Confluence, this kind of a service now request you have to write, will not gonna be help us. Definitely gonna be help us. So yeah, this is one example for Jira. Let's go to ClickUp. So this is the ClickUp AI dashboard, or ClickUp AI website, or a tool which you can use for automating certain things. This is the URL. And if you see this section, this is agent. Before going to that, you can see a dashboard where you have different tasks. Okay, this is quite, we all know, right? Different status they can be in and all those things, right? You can go more in deep. I'll not talk more about that, but if needed, we can have a demo of ClickUp AI sometime later. I can go through or run through that. With that, I will also learn more about ClickUp AI. So if I just show you the agents part, this is our topic for discussion. So with this, you can have certain weekly reports. Okay, you can have daily reports, and you can have a team stand up. That's interesting, right? Let's see how it is. So if you just click here, it will bring up the trigger, how you want to trigger the daily reports. So after every action, maybe daily at this time, you want to generate a report, and you can have different prompts, right? So this is your prompt. Your role is to deliver concise daily update for the associate task list, capturing key topics, discussion, question blockers, and this. With this, you are giving access to your workspace. You can have a report on a specific project or a specific task. You can have that. So what it tells, it may capture certain updates like the status movements. It can have certain chats as well, as you are giving access to chat as well, and all those stuff it can capture that. Similarly, if you want to do for the stand up, it's gonna trigger on a schedule every, you want daily, you can specify the time, and this is how it is doing, right? Same, this prompt is very important. And if you feel you are not able to write a prompt, you can ask the brain, which is their AI tool, or that's going to help you in writing your prompt as well. So this is how it is. Strange, but yes, this is helping us, right? So if you see, I'll just give you an example. I ran it earlier. So this is how it's shown one of our daily stand up for the task. It's shown like created and updated task. So this is how, like, I created a project and different tasks, and this is how it shows that this move to this and create project contributions and everything. So yeah, this can give you, and you can play more with it, and it can give you more results. So this is a good tool. If you are not using or you're using this, let me know in comment section, so we can connect more together and discuss more about it. Then comes the Miro. We all know Miro, right? We have used it for different session, for different discussions, right? But have we seen that it's helping everyone in creating dashboard using AI? Just see that. See, it's just asking to create a dashboard. It's asking to create a, see, it's created a, and within seconds, right? It not take time. So you can have the different types of uh, whiteboards the way you want. It will just create for you. You can, as I said, your prompts are very important. The good your prompts, the good your results will be. The better your prompts, the better your results will be. That would be a better thing to add here. Now comes the chat GPT or the co-pilot or anything we want to bring it here. So this is chat GPT. Maybe let's add a prompt. Might be not good right now because this is just for a session. So let's see, let's put a prompt. Write, or just treat it as a friend. So you can be very proper with it, but a friend who doesn't understand anything, you have to explain it so that it can help you, right? So treat it as a co-pilot. It's not a pilot, guys. You have to be the pilot. It should help you rather than he helping you or she helping you. Can you write a user story for login feature using SSO with different SSOs like Google, maybe Apple, sign in, Facebook, also have an, so this is how you have to write. You need to stress on different word, like you need to put a stress, like you also have an refined acceptance criteria which should indicate that this user story will be accepted when user is logins and a page showing his maybe his basic details, which are captured from SSO. Just correct if there are certain grammatical errors. It will ignore, but let's try to be very proper with our prompts. Let's see how it helps us. See what it says. So it give you a summary for Jira as well. User logging using SSO. I want to log into the application using my existing account from Google, Apple, or Facebook so that I can access the application quickly without creating a new account. This is the description which we have given. These are the different acceptance criteria, SSO buttons available, SSO authentication flow, successful logging redirect, display of a basic info, error handling. We haven't told these things, but it captures because this is a common functionality across everything, right? So it knows about that. Non-functional requirements as well. The login should be conducted or should happen within 5 seconds. SSO integration must comply with OAuth. Login functionality should be tested on all major browsers. All users' data retrieved must be handled securely in compliance with GDPR privacies. See, this is we are talking about. This is helping us, right? Yes, you might say that we were taking around an half an hour, 15 minutes, or maybe more than that, or maybe somewhere around that in order to write this user story, and it's taking just 2 seconds to write that. Yes, it's doing that. But will that not be helpful for doing some productive work? You might be able to actually go into the next state. And with this, we might discuss in future session that how a complete setup can be created using agentic copilots, that how you can integrate from writing a user story in Jira and actually delivering it to the production. That can also be possible nowadays. Maybe for certain things you might need user intervention, but certain things like what we discussed, for this you might not need, because these are very common things which are there in across everything. So this for this the tools can be very useful, so let's embrace them and let's move forward. So this is what we discussed: Jira, Miro, and then Clickup AI. So yes, as the tools comes, right? Computer came earlier, there were so many issues happened, the Y2K error, everyone knows about that, everything was stopped. So yes, there will be certain things might come in future. The data privacy, we still, there is still concern with AI that whatever you're putting on the world or on the web, it's getting accessed by so many people that the privacy is a concern. You know, right? Recently, that one trend came where people were posting their uh, pictures, and they were creating certain. The AI was creating certain images, and it was a concern as people were randomly posting their pictures, and the AI was creating different images. And we are so skeptical on putting our pictures on social media platforms, and we are giving to a tool which is still under development. So there are maybe certain data privacy things which we may not be aware of. So I'll give you one tip: when you are doing or posting certain things to AI, when you put certain things like a critical information, maybe your personal details, always ensure your chat history is deleted. Until it is there, it is accessed by the tool. Whenever your work is done, let's delete that chat history so that the data is secured. So this is a tip for you guys. Please have that in mind when you are working with this AI tools in future. You can't be over reliant on automation, because when things gets broken, there is no room for coming back. You always need to have a plan B. You need to have people working with AI or tools, so that if something goes wrong, they can easily help, or they can easily recover from that situation. Human judgment, this is where I always say AI will be there. Like computer were there, they came, but still people were there with them. You can't run a machine without a human mind. You need to have certain peoples who can take certain different actions when and where required. But with that, they need to know how to use an AI. That's why I said The AI will not work if your prompt is not work, if your prompt is not correct. And how your prompt is correct? Because you have that human brain with you, you have that mind with you, and that's how you will able to move ahead. And that is a very important consideration with this. So with that, I'll just close that agile with AI isn't just a trend, it is the future. And we have to accept this, we have to accept it, we have to embrace it. And as we are the change agent, as I'm keep talking in this session, we have to learn it from the scratch. With this, I'm just sharing the first this image I have created from agile only with ChatGPT only. So this is how it helps us. It helps us in creating the slide decks. It helps us in so many things. Let's utilize that and we can have different things all together. So thanks for watching. Hope you have liked this video. Do let me know if you have liked this video. Do let me know what you want to hear from me in future sessions. If you like this video, put your put your opinions, your comments in the comments, or maybe you can connect to me in LinkedIn so that we can connect more, we can discuss more, we can come together and have a live session, maybe somewhere around, maybe around same topic or different topics. Just let me know, guys. Thanks for being here till now. If you have liked this video, do let me know and please subscribe to this channel, and that's how the journey continues. Thanks, guys. Hello, everyone. Hope you have liked this session or this video. If you have liked, then please do comment as a collaboration, as a collaborative discussion, so that we all can participate and help each other. And if you are liking this kind of videos and you want such kind of more discussions, we all can come together, we can have live sessions. So please let me know, we can have set up something and discuss together. Subscribe to this channel, do share, do comment, which you all know what to do in YouTube. So I'll not talk more about that. So hope we gonna have a good journey ahead. Thanks for watching.